Hey guys, what's up? So we're going to try a new style of free-to-play guide. It's more of like a new player guide. So whenever you're a new player, you have access to whatever's currently on banner, and then trial reward gear, easy to get gear from units like Neovision Rain or Savior of Souls Lightning, etc, etc. These units that are freely given away. So I'm going to try to start a new type of content with only the free-to-play gear that is super easy to get, and whatever the current banner unit is. So for instance, I'm going to start with this, which is the Balthier event, the Heinous Headhunters EXT, and we're only allowed to take in Fran because she's currently farmable. We're gonna take in Balthier, the new Balthier, because he's currently on banner, and the Ashe because she's currently on banner. We had to get a support unit, so we're going with NVA Guy, who is a 3-star unit that is NVA awakenable, and that's going to be our team. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in. Oh, looks like I need to refresh. All right, so let's go ahead and go in. We're not going to use any items. We're going to clear it within 5 turns, and we're going to do it with a party of 4 or less. Okay. Now again, this is just EX1 Balthier, EX1 Ashe. We farmed out EX2 Fran, and I have a guy that's EX3. I can't down EX him, so he's a good guy. He's a Neovision 3 unit, or 3-star unit that is Neovision awakenable. All right, so we're not using crazy espers, and they don't need to be super leveled. What you need is Beast Killer from Ifrit. And from Ramu, you would need him to exist. From Shiva, you would need her defense break, and from Phoenix, you would need the bolting strike fire damage skill. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the gear. And the gear, we have Arcturus, which is upgradable currently from the Chronicle battle that we have. And we're gonna ignore that it has item world rolls on it. It has item world rolls of attack plus 7, which is the only thing that's relevant. And you'll see that he is over by 7%, so we got that just accurate. Mask of Asura is from a trial. Dragon's Crest is from a trial. Black Eye is from a Chronicle battle, which is a trial. He has his own STMR equipped. And then we have Warrior the Crystal, which is a Super Trust Mastery from Elena. What we're getting off of that one is we're getting equipment attack by 50% and attack 60%. Okay, she is a 5-star base, and then he has his own trust mastery. We have Indestructible Light, which comes from Savior of Souls Lightning. She is given away for free during the new player quests. And then we have Ace of Aces, that is a trust mastery award from the 5-star base Titus, or star player Titus. And then he has his own vision card equipped. Okay. We potted him for attack, but did not door pot him, and he does have his LB at max. Okay, so then we're gonna look at Ashe. Ashe, we have her at her LB max. We did pot her for HP and defense and spirit in case we needed that. She mainly has lightning resistance up to 100%, and otherwise we just built her for a little bit of HP. We have Zephyr's Cape, Elmont. This comes from a Chronicle battle. This comes from a quest in Season 1, maybe Season 2 story. These are from trials. And yeah, just HP and lightning resist, really. And also make sure that every unit has paralysis resistance. Apparently she doesn't anymore. Interesting. We lost paralysis resistance on her. Oh, because we took away that. Well, let's go ahead and put paralysis resistance on her. We've just been getting lucky apparently on my past runs. Right, so let's go ahead and grab a paralysis resistance. Nothing easy to get from there. Perhaps something easy to get from here. Where does Genji Helm come from? Gilgamesh's Super Trust Mastery reward. Ooh, Marlboro Doll. What is that? 50%. You know what? We'll risk it. Hairpin of Purity. That is Fina. that is regular Fina's Trust Mastery reward, Lotus Mage Fina. Let's do that, I guess. Or, yeah, let's do that. We could probably do Bombador's Bicorn, which is Xyle. He's a 4-star Trust Mastery. He's a 4-star. So actually, let's do that. You don't have to have it to plus at all, which was from a previous event, but I don't have any of his Trust Mastery currently farmed out. Okay, and her vision card is her own vision card. Then Blue Sky Belfron. This vision card is currently being given away for free as login rewards. And then I have her with Dual Cast and LB Phil. So we have Called Wild, Bomb Spirit, Heart Overcoming Hatred, which is from Kianos, which is a 4-star. The Dual Cast is so she can dual cast, Defense Break. And then she has her own ASTMR, Battle Boots, which comes from her Chronicle, Artist's Headdress, which comes from her Chronicle. This is just so she doesn't burn through her mana. And Gleaming Feather Armor, which is just LB Gauge fill 100 per turn. Okay? And then we have Guy. Guy has 100% evasion from Runaway, Double Fortune Teller's Vision, which is a Trust Mastery reward from Nisha, who is a 4-star base. It also gives us paralysis resistance. He has his own Trust Mastery, and then Assassin's Vest. We threw Riku's Pouch on him, which is a Trust Mastery from Riku, the 4-star. For the LB Gauge fill rate, we're going to want that. Comes from the skill Eccentric. And then Aaron Yes Ring, which comes from a trial, and Marlborough Shield, which comes from a trial. Okay? And we didn't put a vision card on him, because he doesn't come with one, and we didn't want to assume. All right, so let's go ahead and go in. I wasn't on the right overlay for the trial anyways. So here we are, turn 1. I had to flip a little bit because we weren't on the right overlay. All right, so we start with Blue Sky Fran. Fran does her dual cast, and now it is important what she does with her dual cast. She does Deprotect twice, which comes from Shiva, and we start with Renok, and then we quickly switch to Brogwi. So it's a dual cast, and if you do not switch, it'll do it on the same target, but if you switch, then you can actually switch target. All right, so we do Defense Break, and then switch to the other guy, and you manage to get a Defense Break on both of them. Guy is going to do his LB, which is an 87% attack break and an 85% magic break. 60% general mitigation, 60% physical mitigation, and 70% beast and human mitigation to all allies. And then Ashe is going to do Provoke 2, which is just a physical damage reduction for 75%. No, actually, because she doesn't need to do that. Because he is provoking. So we're going to do Shelga and then Faraga twice with Ashe. Sounds great. Fleet-footed Sky Pirate Balthier is going to do Triple Trigger, and he's going to do Mist Charge Water, which is a gun in peril. Then he's going to fill his LB, give himself a big attack buff, and a big LB damage buff, and then just something else. Doesn't matter the order that you hit those in either, just go for it. Alright, so now we're on to turn 2, where we're going to do our damage. Balthier is going to use his LB. Fran is going to use her triple cast and use Fira 3 times. That is a Bolting Strike chaining move. Ashe is going to do the same. She's going to triple cast and use Fira 3 times, Bolting Strike chaining move. And Guy is going to do Eccentric, which does the LB boost gauge fill rate. So anytime that Balthier is going to get a crystal, it's going to count for twice as much, basically. So we'll go ahead and use Guy to make those LB crystals count for more whenever they hit Balthier. Now, here's it's a little weird. Balthier has Bolting Strike chaining frames, but it takes him a second. So like if you hit them all at the same time, he doesn't work. So you have to hit him first, then wait a second or two, and then hit Ashe and then Fran. Okay? So we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll hit him first, wait a second, and then hit Ashe and then Fran. Boom. Everybody's dead. 3.4 billion damage. All right, now we're on to turn 2. Turn 2, we start with Balthier does his Gun Imperil again, and then just any other move. Bluebell Sky Fran is going to do Fira 3 times, because she's just going to try to fill his LB gauge a little bit. Guy is going to do Eccentric, because we want that LB gauge fill rate. Ashe is going to Brave Shift, and she's going to cast We Are Free. Okay? If you're having problems dying here, just use Guy's LB instead. Okay? So we'll go ahead and cast Guy. Fira 3 times. Not a whole lot of LB fill. Ashe's LB. And then Balthier. Okay. Again, if anybody dies here, you could just use Guy's LB instead. Alright, so now we are on to turn 2, which is actually turn 4 for the fight. So they currently have a buff on them, a defense spirit buff. So you want to dispel that with Bluebell Sky Fran's LB. And this is her super limit burst. It dispels all buffs from all enemies and removes any debuffs on your team. Alright, so you go ahead and get rid of their buffs. Guy's going to go ahead and do his LB to make sure that nobody dies. His LB now is a 87% attack and magic break, 70% general mit, 70% physical mit, and 80% beast and human mitigation. Just amazing. Alright, Ashe is going to Brave Shift back, and she's going to do... So she's back in her regular form now, and she's going to do... Fira twice, and then Shelga. And Balthier is going to Brave Shift. He doesn't need any gear for his Brave Shift form. You can if you want, but he doesn't need it. He's just going to do True Expose 3 times. And that's a defense break, and it's a single target, so you're going to want to hit him, and then once he hits that one, you're going to target the other ones. So hit him, and then target the other ones. Alright, so they both should have defense break on them. They both have defense breaks. Excellent. Ashe runs out. She takes a little bit of damage, but because of those incredible mitigations from Guy, we're fine. Alright, so we're going to start this turn. This is our last turn. We're going to start this turn off with Fran saying, I'd say you're more of a supporting role to Balthier. Cast that on Balthier. Done. Balthier in his regular form again uses Tides of Fate. It's LB. Ashe is going to triple cast her Bolting Strike move. And Guy is going to quad cast, which comes from the Arrhenius ring, Fira. Bolting Strike 3 times. Or 4 times. Alright, and just like we did before, we're going to click on Balthier, wait a second or two, and then click on Ashe and Guy. Okay? Click. And that's it. Balthier with not so great gear, Ashe, Fran, and Guy cleaned up. So if you just started the game and you just happened to pull Balthier and Ashe, farmed out a little bit from Fran, and have a physical cover tank, hopefully Guy, then you should be able to do this. Much love. Peace. Let's check out that damage details actually first. So Balthier did 13 billion damage with kinda gear and only EX1. Man, much love. Peace.
Hey guys, so I'm going to let you in on FFBE's worst kept secret and how to save up to 20% on FFBE. Amazon coins are the best way for you to buy in-app purchases in games like FFBE, War of the Visions, or any other mobile games that you might enjoy. All you have to do is download the Amazon App Store and install it, and then from the Amazon App Store you download FFBE or any of your other favorite mobile games. You log in, you buy the Amazon coins, then you take those coins and buy the same bundles, the same lapis, but it's cheaper because you save it up to 20% when you use your Amazon coins. Also, if you decide to use your Amazon coins, then it's a great way to support this channel as well. So, if you do spend money in-game, and if you want to save some of it while also supporting this channel, click the links below. Quick shout out to the Amazon App Store for supporting this video. Thanks guys. Now on to the main event.